Hello, the purpose of this video is to show you how to grab a group of items out of one estimate and add them into another estimate without doing them one at a time. So I'm going to open up, or I already have opened up, estimate 10, which has 0 items in the estimate. Okay, you can see there 0 items in the estimate. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a second estimate, and it's going to be I need to move it a little bit. There we go. Now I'm going to open up the second project, and I'm going to open up an estimate with, I think, 37 records. So we're going to open that up, and that's the yellow estimate. So if you look over here, you see that I have building 33, building 17. So what I would like to do is grab just the building 33 records, and you can use any of these columns to select from. So I'm going to show you how to do this. You're going to do a right click anywhere in the grid, and you're going to search, and that turns on the search engine for the yellow grid. And we're going to select building 33 out of the location column. I'm going to type in building 33. Okay, and I'm going to search for it. You see that it came up with 6 records. So now I can do a right click and add all items from 2 to 1. So it added just the 6 records. Remember, and it's telling us that they haven't been repriced, so you really should reprice it. I'm going to say no just for the purposes of this demonstration. Okay, so we have 6 records out of this file that originally contained 37 records. So it's a way of breaking things out of the original file, and then you can close that. And if we do a display, you'll see we're back to the 37 records. Okay, if you did a yellow estimate description after the search, you would have found we only had 6 records in that box. So that's a way of getting records back out of a big file and putting them into a small file. So I'm going to do it one more time, and in this case I'm just going to grab all of the square meter items. Okay, any column really, it doesn't make any difference. So I'm going to do a right click, and I'm going to search the second estimate, and we're going to search the unit of measure. There we go, for M2. Okay, I searched it, and it came up with 8 records. You see that down here in the lower left corner we have 6 records in there right now. So if I add these 8 records, I'm going to end up with 14 records. So now to add the records that I have selected here, all I have to do is right click, add all items to 1. Okay, and it's telling me that 8 records have been added to the second, from the second estimate to the primary estimate, and the estimate is now sorted by input order. Imported items have not been repriced, so you really should reprice it, and you will be forced to before you can print it. Do I want to reprice right now? No. So you see, I went from 6 records, I added 8 records, and I'm up to 14 records. If I close this, now the yellow grid has the original 37 records. We never make any changes to the estimate that's open in the yellow grid. It always remains the same. All we've done is copy a group of items out of the yellow into the blue. Thanks for listening.